Hi everybody, this is AJ with CarInspected, and today we are in the Toronto area. We're looking at this 2015 Maserati Ghibli with about 80,000 kilometers on it. Overall pretty good condition. Excuse the cramped quarters. We are a little packed in this dealership, but for the most part it's in good shape. I don't see any major damage on the front fascia. All the sensors, everything are there. Everything looks pretty good. Headlights, taillights, all that stuff is good. There is a bit of a scratch on the hood here, as you can see in this area. There's a couple little things, but nothing too major. There's a couple of dents on this side, small dents in the quarter panel. It was right. Yep, quarter panel. Sorry. A couple of one is back here. You can see as the light reflects, and a couple of little marks here and there, some dirt, and mostly dirt actually. Taillights, rear fascia looks good. The rear bumper has been repainted. There's a little drip that you can see right in this area, and this quarter panel also has been repainted. Got a little thicker than the rest of the car, and you can see some paint imperfections in this area. Some dust, little dust, things like that you can tell that this portal was painted and blended into the roof pillar. While we're here, we'll do a VIN verification. There we go. Look at the wheels and tires. Start on this side. We find a 17 vintage tire. This one's a little worn in the edge, as you can see. And it's a bit low. I think it was about 430 seconds of tread. But this one, with that wear, I'd probably recommend replacing it soon. Rim is in good condition. Brakes up here look pretty decent. Rotors look pretty good, pretty new, no major issues. Pads look pretty good as well. It's a good amount. You can't see them on the video, but there is a good amount left. I'd say about 50 to 55, 60%. Underneath looks pretty good. You can see all the axle boots, everything look good. This is an all-wheel drive model. No major damage underneath, no signs of rust or anything like that. Let's see if there's anything under here. All looks pretty clean. Go around to the passenger side front wheel. This one is a 2018 tire with not as much wear on the outer edge, so that might be a sign of a little alignment issue on the driver's side. And the tread is pretty decent. I think this one had about 530 seconds of tread. You'll see the exact numbers in the report. Brakes match the other side. Rotors look pretty good. No major lip or anything. And the pads look pretty good too. There, as you can see, good amount of meat left on them. Suspension components under here look pretty good as well, with no major issues. And no rust or any visible signs of issue underneath either. The passenger side rear wheel looks pretty good. This is also a 2018 tire. And this one had a little bit more tread on it. It was about 8 to 30 seconds of tread. And they look nice and even, no signs of issue. While I'm here, we don't see any real issues underneath. I know it's a little dark, but you can see better photos in the report. All looks pretty good. A little surface rust, but nothing major. There is a little curb rash on this wheel here, as you can see. Rear brakes look pretty decent. Rotors are good. There is a little bit of a lip on these rotors. Nothing too major though. Rear pads also look pretty good. Nice and full. probably about 60% as well. Go to this rear driver's side wheel. Sorry. This we find a 2018. This rim's in decent shape with a little bit of corrosion starting there. A little tiny bit of curb rash up here. Treads look pretty good, matching the other side, about 8 to 9 30-seconds, and nice and even, no signs of issue. Again, under here, we find suspension components all look pretty good. I don't see any signs of major damage or any issues like that. I did check all the windows. They are all original Maseratis. This one's down right now, but we did check that. Windshield is original as well, with no chips, cracks, anything like that. So it is original. And like I said, as well as all these are original as well. Check them all. Look at the interior. Start with the trunk. It's in pretty nice condition. Here's original floor mats, which all look pretty nice. No major issues. Not ripped or worn or torn, anything like that. Carpet in here in the trunk area looks all nice. Not used too much. Looks pretty good. Deck lid looks nice with no signs of damage or issues or anything like that. Under this compartment is the spare and the roadside kit, which all seems to look in place and as it should. So everything is there. We also have lugs and the key for the wheel locks, owner's manual and warranty information, and a couple of little clips here. So there is a bunch of that stuff there. Start in the interior. Oh, I'll put those back later. Rear seating area looks pretty good. Rear door panel. This is the driver's side rear door panel. I see no issues. Doesn't look overly worn or anything like that. A couple of little shoe marks, but they'll mostly clean off with a good detailing. Rear seats look nice. No major issues. I don't see any signs of major wear and tear. Seat belts all look pretty good. The leather is very nice. A couple of marks on the rear of the driver's seat, but again, I think they'll all come off with a good detailing. Carpets, it's dark in here, but they look pretty good. You'll see photos. I'm gonna go around and try to open the other door, get a little more light in here. There we go. Now here we are on the passenger side. Rear door panel looks pretty nice. No signs of real issue. Again, little tiny marks here and there, but I think most of them will come out with the detailing. All looks pretty nice, same as the other side. No signs of wear and tear. Seatbelts look good. Everything looks nice. Carpet looks pretty good. The center console, not ripped or torn. A couple of weird marks there, but everything seems to work right. No major issues. Headliner looks good. I don't see stains or rips or anything like that. All looks pretty nice. Good, how about you? Here is the passenger door panel. Looks pretty good. I can't open the door all the way to the space, but I don't see any signs of issue on it. Nice, looks pretty good. Passenger side seat, I don't see much wear and tear or any signs of problem. Seatbelts, again, all look pretty nice. And look, power seats do work. Everything seems to function as it should. Glove compartment, there's more owner's manual, warranty information, things like that in here. And it all looks pretty decent. There's a random key in here. Who knows what that's for? Leather wrapped. All looks pretty nice. Dashboard, no major issues. We'll go to the driver's side so we can see the rest a little better. Oh, it looks pretty good. Here's the door panel, looks good, no issues. Again, seat looks good, everything works. And no major, a little bit of, use showing on that bolster, but it's not ripped or worn or torn or anything like that. Seat belts all look nice. Floor is good. Here is the last floor mat, and then on the looks pretty good. Carpets look good as well, with no real issues down here. Second compartment looks nice, with no real issues. There's a little couple of random keys and such that need to be cleaned out, but it all looks pretty good. Dash on this side looks nice. Again, with no signs of real issue. Not ripped or torn or anything like that. It looks pretty nice. The dashboard seems to work. Everything comes on. No signs of problem. Everything seems to work as it should. As you can hear, the radio is working. Oh, there we go. All this stuff seems to go through all the menus. Everything seems to do what it should. Turn the ignition off. Some of these interior parts, the console here, the plastic is cracked there, and this door here for the cup holders, you can see is cracked all along it. So that's something to note. Everything works as it should, but that is cracked. This door on top here is cracked as well. Limited edition. Some random stuff. And then here is a key. This is the key that's in the vehicle. And this is the cigarette lighter for in there. Center console is not worn or any issues like that. It looks pretty good. However, it doesn't open as well as it should. A little sticky. A little lube or clean out should help with that possibly. So we'll look under the hood and see what we got. There we go. Here we see the engine compartment with the twin-turboed V6. Carburetors are stuffed way down under there. You can barely see them, but they are under there. I don't see any leaks, any signs of issue. Valve covers, intake, anything like that. Took the plastic cowling off. Everything looks pretty good. I see no signs of major accident or anything like that up front here. Crumple zones, everything looks good. All these are original Maserati parts. No signs of anything being taken apart or anything like that. Again, everything looks good. Belts look good down there. I did test your oil, and it looks nice and clean, probably freshly changed, and it tested green, so it was good to go. There's also no frothing or any issues like that, which we look for in the oil cap. All looks pretty clean. Coolant in these jugs looks good, nice and clean, and good to -43, so no issues there. Tested your brake fluid, which is underneath that, and it is good with 0% humidity. Looked at your power steering fluid, which looks nice and clean. with no issues. Tested your battery. The jumper lugs are right here, and we were sitting just above 12 and charging at 14.4, I believe. So it all looks pretty good. No major issues. I'm gonna close that better when the video's done. But there you have it, 2015 Maserati Ghibli. As usual, this is AJ with Car Inspected, and thanks for watching.